Somebody play the audio of when I don't know my live recording automatically ended. Like I done stated, the time isn't at the end. She's pretending she was my father, got what she deserved. That's it. Stalked me at the time I wrote down the time again. It's Kamala Harris. That's it. Nobody tells me when it went off, but they are stalking and knew that it went. That's it. I don't want people hearing, but I can't force people to come to this live. If we crazy. So I look on this live and ain't nobody in it. If we crazy. Just saying it. I'm at 12:33. I started this one at 12:51. Cause it's not done. Right there it is. No, this is the same television. Regret. Where she full blown sentence and don't look like how the fuck she look in this race car track just walking. Regret. Like I am a zombie. And I don't live in Speedway. Are you ready to sell your house? Did I say you did? Did I said who did? Regret. Did I say there it is? Of who the fuck we all day attacking. From the dang sheet that I just got and opened to somebody else, man. I'm about to lock your ass up. It wasn't me. And she knows stuff about writings and don't say shit about these goddamn artists' motherfucking music. I'm about to lock your ass up. What do you hear they song there? Especially Drake's. I've been deleting some of my videos. Now, after then told this woman this meant to stay off my lips, she don't listen. So isn't that insanity if your ass is her damn boss? If Do you think we dumb just by doing that? And I already knew y'all motherfuckers was playing with it. If we dumb, and if you always do it. I don't know how the fuck you thought I wasn't supposed to know. If we dumb, just saying, then do you think we retarded? Yes. Yes, illegal, you slow bitch. If I'm crazy, do you say shit in this? Why the fuck would I want to know that about some singers? I don't think nobody monitor this shit more than a goddamn U.S. Marshal. If we crack, because I know damn well y'all whole intention is to act like people are mad at y'all and not the other fucking way around. If we crazy, do say shit, I know damn well I be emptying y'all shit if y'all bitches wasn't acting the way y'all are. If the wind say shit under this. Just like I told you about my VA medical records. If we crazy, just say shit else. How do you know what I'm feeling out, Cassandra Brown Jackson? If we crazy, did to the best of my knowledge. If do when I went crazy, saying this, then do you know that somebody who is playing with something, why it causes people to fill out Social Security motherfucking benefits applications? If application. Now I'm doing what you sick, corny ass bitches have set up for people to have to do. If do you know if you don't say shit, Beyonce, with your dumb ass? If do you know that's saying this? You know damn well that's why he got on that damn motherfucking stage with Taylor Swift. Another damn date. If time and text message. If we fuck you. Acting like y'all don't know how to do y'all damn job. If we crazy. Do you think we dumb? I think every time your slow retarded black ass say something on my lips. If we a goddamn job did this shit to your ass and you still complaining about white people. If the fuck you. Can't get no dumber than this. That's it. Just that it. Shut up, Beyonce, and mind your goddamn business. If when honest, then I say this. Do you start say shit into this? Oh ass motherfucking 8th grader. If we crazy, do thou fuck you. Fuck you. Then let that bitch do your taxes. If we crazy, do you don't say shit on her list. You better lock your ass up. Smartest thing I thought of doing. Just it. I'm still smarter than you are. Don't talk to him like that, because your ass is the next closest thing to Clarence Thomas. Barack Obama. If it is me, do you say this ain't no movie? Now I don't know why the hell y'all all think y'all are Hollywooders. If none of y'all were witnesses to testimony that y'all seen Trump on television talking about Hollywood. None of y'all. Y'all dead. If we crazy, just say shit. Just sit there and listen. Then if we just say shit on the list. Still ain't got nothing to do with the U.S. Supreme Court. If recredit, who else filling out a Social Security application did you have to watch the entire duration? If recredit, just said that shit. I don't give permission for Beyonce to know my application words I'm putting down. If we crazy, do you just say serious? You gotta lock your ass up. So it's music playing outside. They want me to believe or think about it being in the apartment complex. Well, this is what I'm talking about. Manipulating, messing with what some so-called universe. So they had nothing to do with that day. They did not make a hologram. If we crazy, they are. If you are hearing this from my mouth, you knew when to stop, and you chose to be like this. Don't talk to them like that. So that's true. So the only thing that gives you I'm not dead is trying to look at my face right now. If we crazy, do you think we dumb? Say saying this, then do you think I can walk up to that bitch and make an assassin attack or attempt? She can't say that shit. If and I'm retarded. You was just here in this city. Your heat of how the fuck you angry with me, you slow bitch, is to kill me. If That's my answer. You use Ratatouille and then you use your goddamn self. Ketanji Brown Jackson. Both times. Only when your ass was on tour were you talking from my mouth. So I don't give a fuck about these AI creations. So don't ask me shit. And that's the only thing I don't give a hell about is his hands doing this. Cause he ain't saying shit to me. If we crazy, he talking to someone sitting here, he think it's Ketanji Brown Jackson. If and by the answer, then do you think we dumb? I think I demonstrated. Now I don't know why the fuck they don't give a fucking damn how the fuck her retarded ass is a U.S. Supreme Court judge and she's sitting at a fucking door with some goddamn panties on. If I say this, then I don't Uncle Minister. Did I say this on her list? I'm not retarded. I'm back answering. She said then do you know who this is? She said, yes, it is me. I said this. Don't say shit under this. I don't know how you can't read unless it's spell work on the paperwork. If we crazy, do you say with their vision? Like a social security application I just completed that matches my state driver's license and my Aldo shoe company wallet. Why my voice when I'm explaining it like this sounds like somebody else? If we crazy, say this, don't say shit under this. I know damn well I don't know rocket science, but I'm not motherfucking stupid. If fuck you. I know my damn birthday. None of you bitches did. Don't talk to them like that. Regret. Then I said, then when I say Irma, Jackson, why are you telling him who is learn instead of who the correct person is? Because they didn't ask you multiple times. And they didn't touch by cutting off your audio. That's the talk. Now they didn't ask you. So there goes your last little prayer. What's up now? Joe Biden or Joe Jackson. Okay. So now you got this dumbass Ketanji trying to act like he's supposed to keep this a secret. If we crazy, her damn brother, who I know damn well is very faithful to his wife. When we were in crazy. That's right there. United States with some ancestors. If and when you Google dogs shouldn't have guns, but it ain't on the website. I heard the time. Yep, and bring it to physical. I'm not killing my times, I'm at physical. And I've gone to the police, and I ain't got shit. I saw her ex-boyfriend listen to her. Let me do what he did to her. That's right. How come you don't use no deodorant down there? I'm gonna have to. No. She said. Bitch, I know what. Up and I'm going to the money up and down. I'm her mother, just like Jesus got to protect you. I'm just saying. No. I would never knew this for Beyonce and her sound. Mental illness. That's right. That's go back. Why she always offend message was sent? How's that? Was sent. I'm not her fan. In fact, I hate it. It reminds me of trauma. In moments I felt defenseless. What's that? A weakened country on the backbone of a woman who didn't have nothing to do with this. What's that? Had no true knowledge. Yes, you were dumb. Don't tell about it, bitch. I thought I was smart. Oh, you crazy. This is their it took weapon, witchcraft, for you to be called really smart. Yes, it did not. If you ain't utilizing this, everybody is by the definition dumb or honesty. Yeah, I'd rather uplift Kunga. I'm about to play him in this video with Elon Musk. I'm saying. I don't know why I wanna say. I feel like this is kind of appropriate. The entire video, oh, yeah. But sure, absolutely. Just the only one in there. Because we talk about real issues, and we put a twist of humor on it, so people can swallow the pill. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you can point to pretty much anything. And any situation you're going through, from spaceships. I can work in this great ship, and I made it. I wish I could find me a spaceship and fly. Using my husband's tone. Listen, there's such a significant amount of capital that's needed. That's it. Rocket. Boomerang and come. Yes, it is not. When we does say shit, and I know damn well I just felt a waste spell. So fuck y'all, don't you ever interrupt me. If we crazy, do you dare say these motherfuckers lose their mind when they find out people are smarter than they are? There's a whole lot of people smarter than Kanye West. If we crazy, then do you dare say shit on the next? That don't do shit. Clear something. Yes, it ain't him. Listen, you gotta speak whatever you say with conviction.
You know, I'm speaking exactly like how I spoke when I was broke, how I speak on an everyday basis, how we all speak. Anything in life that you put your mind to, you can do, right?
That's
So
it.
use that ability to maybe change the world.
Yeah, I would like to at some point, but it's you've got my kids as well, and
You got to take advantage of this. The world is your oyster.
Sure,
I'm
but
just saying this in training.
well, success for me for Tesla is that we've accelerated the advent of electric cars by at least 5
You
years.
ain't killing nobody.
So
You
that-
mind
that's-
talking about
just to
things.
get by, stacking money
Well, you
till
trying to
the
play with my
sky
pussy again, huh?
We
I'm
wasn't
bad.
supposed
I'm
to
not
make it
done.
past 25.
Yeah,
Jokes
yeah,
on
that
you,
be innocent.
still alive. Throw your
I'll be right
hands
back.
up in the sky and say, we
Right.
don't care
Yes,
what
it's not.
people say.
You don't tell
Right,
me what
you know,
it is. I'm
yeah,
not asking your
exactly.
permission.
Um,
I was
Y'all are
saying,
fired. If we crazy. Say shit on that. Once we fired, then what happened? You know, I've been pretty okay without them.
Judge, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Senator.
Under Article 3 of the Constitution,
I'll put a
federal
bullet in her head.
courts have
Fuck you.
jurisdiction over
That's what it's written. That police officer always there.
which means
With
under
his
the
always
Constitution it
fun.
has to be an actual dispute. The federal courts cannot simply issue advisory opinions on a question they may have a view on. And one component of Article 3 jurisdiction is the requirement of standing. That in order for a plaintiff to have standing to bring a case, that plaintiff, at least generally speaking, must have a real and concrete
She's
interest.
doing stuff in
Is
this
that
modern day
That is
with
correct.
her body language. You know what I'm saying?
So, for example, that means that even if I might have a disagreement with some particular
Like they
policy or some
Spears.
particular
That's
law,
it.
that I can't bring a case unless I am personally aggrieved by that policy or that law. So, for example, you're at my alma mater, Harvard, is currently being sued
video.
for its explicit and, in my view, egregious policy of discriminating against Asian Americans. Even though I think that policy is egregious, I, as an individual plaintiff, could not bring a lawsuit challenging it because I am not Asian American. Is that right?
If you brought a lawsuit, the court would have to evaluate whether you had an actual injury in order to be able to determine whether it had subject matter jurisdiction to hear the suit.
But if I'm not in the class being discriminated against, then I don't have the ability to bring the lawsuit. Is that right?
Yes, it's not. I can't feel them.
You'd have to
Now
have an
you
actual
feel them too.
injury.
And then you
Certain
tell.
people,
If
I think, who are in the
regret.
class
If you don't
claim
tell
they
the
had
goddamn
injury
it,
for that purpose.
own them. That's not there like
So
that.
now you're on the board of overseers of Harvard. If you're confirmed, do you intend to refuse the lawsuit?
Well,
That is my plan,
I
Senator.
don't care about your photo. If
We discussed
Do you think I
dumb? Race discrimination.
and I don't want no
The
damn
court
grip.
laid out
If
a
regret.
standard
Right,
for
right,
gender
check.
What
I
is
left
constitutional
this out.
standard
That
that
is
applies
how I
to gender
live.
discrimination?
A relationship.
Gender discrimination, the court has held intermediate scrutiny applies, which
Regret.
is
Fuck you.
that the government has to have an important interest.
Never
And, the tailoring doesn't have to be as
Right.
Right.
Do you? I ain't never met y'all. Y'all ain't never been. Nobody of interest. If regret. Just say shit, making them mad again. If do you take regret?
The only Supreme
Now
Court
this
nominee
man
in
running
history
around with a
that's been
secret
unable
mental
to
issue.
answer
If
the
regret.
question, what is
Say
woman?
shit, sit down,
Let me
say
ask you,
shit.
as a judge, how would you determine if a plaintiff had Article 3 standing to challenge a gender-based rule, regulation, policy without being able to determine what a woman is?
Women and their children.
So, Senator, I know
regret.
that I'm a woman. I know
She
that
said
Senator
that.
Blackburn is a woman, and the woman
Watch
who
that
I,
video often. If
admire most in the world
regret.
is Ruby
Now right there.
Gay, my mother.
not mention
It
if
sounds
do
like
you
the-
drug
Well,
say
the
shit.
But let me ask, under the modern
The whole U.S. Supreme already knew what I witnessed and when I watched
I
it. If
decide right now
we
that
done.
I'm
That's
then apparently
There's some random person watching videos and hear that on their screen. It got PTSD. Regret.
To the extent that
It ain't got to do no PTSD. Where the fuck those symptoms at? If regret. Check that down. Check that. I'm about to Google it. That's it. Damn well that shit don't make sense. Fuck you. PTSD.
change my gender.
People
If I can
talk
be a woman,
from
an
your
hour
lips.
later,
If
I decide I'm not
regret.
anymore, I guess I lose
Yeah.
Tell me, does that same principle apply to other protected characteristics? For example, I'm an Hispanic man. Could I decide I was an Asian man? Would I have the ability to be an Asian man and challenge Harvard's discrimination because I made that decision?
No.
Senator, I'm not able to answer your question. You're
PTSD.
asking me about hypotheticals
Here,
and
Shit in
Well, that's
video.
how you
If
assess
we
standing.
correct,
Like,
that's
if I
that
came
shit.
in and said, I have decided I identify as an Asian man.
I would assess standing the way I assess other legal issues, which is to listen to the arguments made by the parties, consider the relevant precedents, and the constitutional principles involved, and make a determination.
Okay, let's go back to your favorite topic of this hearing, which is the criminal law cases you had as a district judge, and in particular the cases involving child pornography. Now, your defenders, both on the Democratic side of the dais and also in the press, have suggested that the criticism that has been raised has been somehow cherry-picked. That
No.
it's only
That's
some
it.
specific
Do you
examples.
think we
So I have to
done
give you an
that
opportunity
shit?
to discuss each and every case you've had. Because looking at your cases, and I've now examined all of the child porn cases you've had as a federal district judge, there is a very consistent pattern. So let's start, and by the way, I'm excluding the cases. So Senator Durbin and Senator Coons focused on the Nickerson case, the Fife case, the Nguyen case, and the Hilly case. I'm excluding those because those are not child porn cases. Those are actual sexual assault of a child, which is markedly different. And I will concede when you're dealing with sexual assault, you have to be willing to impose stricter penalties. So let's focus on actual child pornography cases. And let's go through each of them, because if it's right that we're cherry picking, then you should be able to explain quite powerfully. Now, your justification is that you're following the statute. And as you know, 18 U.S.C. section 3553 lays out the factors that as a district judge you had to consider in sentencing. And let's start with the Hess case, United States versus Hess. Now, in that case, a man sent 6 pictures of a prepubescent girl that he claimed was his daughter to an undercover law enforcement officer. Officers found over 600 images of child pornography, including images of sexual acts being performed on prepubescent children. The defendant pled guilty, and I believe in all of these cases the defendant pled guilty, so there's no question about guilt. They came in and pled guilty in your courtroom. The charge carried a mandatory minimum sentence of 5 years and a mandatory maximum sentence of 20 years. The sentencing guidelines recommended 151 to 188 months.
Now, why you shot your mama? If regret. Did what the hell's going on?
Agreed to argue for 60 months, but didn't agree that that would be the sentence, simply that they would advocate.
Ad-libbing. If
And you in turn
regret. Shoot that. Now lock that bitch the hell and fuck up.
under
If
the terms of the statute,
damn,
why
yes, it's not that.
the
Two,
sentence
three,
has to be
that
absolute
there.
lowest possible sentence you were allowed to sentence under law.
Thank you, Senator. I have spoken at length throughout this hearing about these cases. I've said what I'm going to say, which is I've taken every case seriously. These are
Do you have anything
very
to say about that?
horrible
I'm asking you
crimes.
something
So you
about
drinking
that.
Diet Dr. Pepper. If
I've
we
taken
look
everything
at all this
seriously.
ketchup
So you're not
in
gonna
these
answer
walls. If we
These are
done.
very horrible
Look,
crimes.
your
Mother.
daughter is retired. We
Congress
went crazy.
is
Don't say that
to
wasn't
follow
me. Yes, it was you.
Congress's
Don't say
direction.
that wasn't me. I didn't see.
Listen
If
to
regret.
recommendations like
Did
the
that
government in that
line
case,
If
which
fuck you.
argued for 60 months.
Lying,
I
but yeah, she's not lying.
proposed
She
the
is lying.
sentence
If
that I believe
regret on me,
was
yeah,
the
and speak.
sentence
If
that was decided by
You.
your
She tell the
sentencing
truth. I think
hearing
people
in
ain't
each one of these
shit.
cases
If
for which we have
we
transcripts,
crazy,
and
said
several
that
cases
right
we don't
there,
have
this.
transcripts.
And she lied. If
So in each of
just
these
say she is
cases,
Kanye
you
West.
read from the same script.
Stop
So in each
calling
of
me
these
a liar.
cases, you
If
say that
we crazy, not
the
that
distribution of child
that.
pornography is an
That shit
extremely
work for
serious
them.
felony
If
crime.
I'm back,
And you
I
point
ain't
out
If
the crime
dude,
involves
girl
videos
say
of
shit, lock her ass up.
videos
If
of real children
we done,
involving
I'm back,
children
I
being
ain't saying.
sexually
If
abused.
I did the bad, and I'm bad, I ain't
That
saying.
he had
If we
hundreds
crazy,
of
who
images
is
of
this?
children
When we
in sexually
went,
compromised
let
positions.
that say,
Some
that.
women engage in sadomasochistic acts. All of this I'm reading from you on the bench. And most importantly, the children in these pictures are not knowing and willing participants in the degrading conduct that was being depicted. They were being forced by someone off screen to commit unspeakable acts of sexual violence for the pleasure of the people filming them and for the gratification of people everywhere. And what concerns me is that many of those people have absolutely no shred of empathy for what that conduct does for the children who were being abused in this way. And you read this script in every one of these cases. So you talk about that these are terrible, terrible crimes. But you also...
I'm back, I ain't
you
saying.
said,
Leave me alone.
I have
Don't
to
touch
say
her.
what I found
When
particularly
we went
disturbing
crazy,
about your sentence
said early.
was
That said there in my-
you apparently concocted a story
Then
about
if
having
I
photographs
just make,
of your own
I
daughters
got
who
answer.
you
If
purportedly
we
were
crazy,
willing to take
just
pictures of the train with other people.
get
I know
off
from
my
your
lips.
comments and
Don't
from
talk to her
those
like
who
that.
know that you are unlikely to ever harm a child, which I find remarkable that you've got a child predator in your court who says, I'm unlikely to harm a child. And you say, well, you told me that, so clearly you're unlikely. But you say, but in the you represented that you would. That in and of itself is astonishing. So you talk about it as astonishing. You nonetheless sentenced him to the very lowest possible sentence allowed under law. And what's striking is in these cases, and half of them in 5, you sentenced the defendant to the absolute lowest sentence under law. Let's look at another case. Let's look at United States versus Chazen. Now, Chazen is a particularly nasty case. In Chazen, the defendant was accused and accessed a Dropbox that contained 35 videos and 13 partially downloaded files of prepubescent
Back, I
minor
ain't saying.
females engaging in sexually explicit conduct.
Then got I
At
ain't
least
saying. If
3
we crazy.
instances of prepubescent
Said
female
there it is.
children
Then
were
do
engaged
you
in
know what
sexual
it is?
activity with adult men.
Then back I ain't saying. When we went crazy.
The
They
images
been crazy.
included the
Goddamn, what the
sexual
hell
abuse of
else?
children,
Besides, what the hell's
including
wrong with them?
those as
If
young as toddlers.
we crazy.
Several
No,
of these cases that you had
that's
involved the
like
sexual
we ain't
abuse
seen.
of
If
toddlers, which is truly horrible.
then if we crazy.
Pleaded The guidelines recommended a sentence of 78 to 97 months. The prosecution argued that should be what the sentence was. And you sentenced Chazen to just 28 months. Why did you sentence someone who had child pornography of toddlers being sexually abused to 28 months?
Do you hear who you
64%
asking? If
below what the prosecution
regret. Then do you know who it is?
Thank you,
That's
Senator.
there, man. Then I'm back. I answer.
You
That's it. Then who is the president? What am I sitting through? If
more than
regret.
But not the
Just
child
say
pornography.
that. Just there, man. Y'all don't give a fuck about no police. If we crazy. Do you know if it's that? It's there.
My duty as a judge.
Then I'm back. I answer.
To consider
If
all of
we
the
crazy.
evidence
Just
made in the
say
case
second
and
thing.
look at the
Why
evidence.
do you keep talking
I
like
talked
it ain't
to the
something
defendants
that is a
about
mental condition by
the
now?
harms
If regret.
they have
It's it there.
engaged
I
in.
know
Many of these
myself.
defendants are
Now,
people
what do you
who,
know that you don't know?
You're not answering
And
my
you
question.
think
You're
you
right.
know.
You
If
talked to them about the
we
harm.
crazy
Let me read you
about that
what
woman
you
and
said.
hearing her on her lips.
You
If
said in this instance.
do you know if it
with
they know?
Mr. Chazen,
Now stop
you
asking
said,
that
"I'm
dumbass
gonna
question.
take
What's
my
wrong with you?
receivable
If
guideline sentence
we
on the
crazy.
basis of
That's
the
it.
downward
I'm back next time. If
opposed to
I
a
can
harm.
be honest.
The
Just
average sentence range from
say
84 to 92
We
months.
ain't the
That's
one
what
sucking
they
her
have.
mouth. Yes, you
Our
is. If
Democratic colleagues say,
we done
well,
See, we said that. Then go we innocent. If we retarded.
Federal judges do.
And y'all always do this when I'm playing real short. It's just accurate. Yes, it is. Say shit. You gotta act like that because nobody else will. They all think they safe because we black. If we crazy. Yes, it is. If we went and said, then that's like you don't understand you talking from my lips as well. It can't tell what the fuck is in your damn reality right now. If do you just say shit to then we gonna actually answer. If we crazy. Ask if it's true. Cause your ass know damn well I can't get shit out of these slow ass people. If we retarded. Then not say shit.
Can stand in for a judge's entire record.
Okay, but I'm discussing
And
every one of the cases. So if you're not going to explain,
You disgusting. If
Let her respond.
we crazy.
She's not
That's
gonna
a
answer
I'm
shit.
just gonna
Am
give
I
you-
disgusting?
Okay,
Yes,
and-
your
okay,
pussy
and
stank.
you are
Your
not
breath
taking my
stank.
time.
If
you want to filibuster,
we
you're
crazy.
welcome to do
Do
that.
you
I
think
would
I
at least give you
retarded?
an opportunity to
Then
speak,
I
and
tell
you
you
should
that.
give her an opportunity to
Then
respond.
If she
if
wants to
we
answer
crazy,
the
it
question
just
I
stalking
asked,
me to
why
smell
you
those
don't
things
do
is
it? I
retarded,
asked
Rihanna.
her,
If
she says it's
when
28
we went
months,
crazy.
comparable
I'm
to
back,
that.
I
Her
answer.
words
Then
were set
dad say you
to
listen.
substantially
Sit
higher,
there,
and she
man.
said she's not going to answer.
Then
You
back
have
I
to
answer.
welcome
How
her
in the
answer.
hell do you not know? You just said it with my mouth.
If
Regret. Do you know if it is us?
Just 28 months.
It's
Senator,
it
you're
there.
looking at the record. I don't have a
Yes,
record
it
here.
is.
What I will say,
Them who make
Is
up
it
enough. Yes, it is us.
I looked
Now,
at
why
the
would we do that?
recommendations of
Is
not
that
only the government,
something
but
I am
also
to answer, or
probation
you
office,
are supposed? If
defendant,
regret,
record,
do you think
evidence,
that?
count the
No,
seriousness
no,
of
they
the
want to say
offense.
Roxanne. They crazy. If regret, say back to answer. If it is us. I said there it is. Don't say shit in this Beyonce.
I understand.
Now then, when they talking on people's mouth, is it them?
Your
Says
Honor's
that there it is.
objection, policy objection.
Who is this? If
to the
Request.
222.2
Say-
guidelines. And he goes on to say,
let them talk from your mouth and then figure out what would you call them? Because I know y'all all fans. If we crazy. No, that's that shit. We ain't dumb. Ain't nobody on this planet dumber than the ones who think it is a joke still.
I'm trying to understand how you see someone that possesses
Yes,
images
yes.
of infants and toddlers
Do you know who they is?
being sexually violated, and you
Kiki
sentence
Palmer. If
them to
Request.
64%
don't
below
say
what the
then
prosecutor's
then
asking
don't
for.
ask me if I get to answer and you don't want to hear
Other than
who
if
they
you're
are. If
concerned that
we
the guidelines
retarded,
are too high,
yeah,
you don't
then
provide a
I gotta
justification
answer.
required
If
by statute.
we don't. Just
So
sit
I'm
there, man.
asking you to take the
Kiki
opportunity to
Palmer
explain
is a
this to the
musician.
American people
If
in 100%
I
of
said
cases,
this.
you
Then
have people with
we
violent
gotta acquiesce
crimes,
it.
and you have language saying they're vile crimes. But then you sentence them to very, very low sentences. And why do you consistently 100% of the time choose to do that?
Senator, no one case can stand in for a judge's entire sentencing record. I've sentenced more than 100 people.
Mind you, I
who
drink a
have
soda.
8 or
Just
9
saying.
cases in that chart.
Okay,
Well, you know
Judge,
about when I know that
I
they
know
quit
you're not
sniffing
involved
off.
in cases. I will say to correct the
We-
I
record.
just say to you, Judge.
Just say it.
Look, I appreciate the chairman trying
Who
to.
the hell you think you is? Somebody who knows that Frida Kahlo says why she only one. If we crack. No, I don't know nothing about Frida Kahlo. If we crack, that.
On the bench, you can't.
No, you will, motherfucker. If we crack.
I'm asking you to give her a chance to
That's
answer.
right. If we crack.
I want to clarify for the record, by the way, the case I was discussing was Cooper and not Chase. But
You got to wreck the shit out of this old ass man. Just don't let it be dirty. No, it's true. If regret, do you think we done that? Now what happens to them next? If regret, do you think that? I know they see you go full smoky figures. If regret, that.
And the two guidelines you disagree
I
with,
report.
one
No,
is
you don't report shit.
computer, and you say the world has changed.
Now what is going on? Y'all are messing with the world. Now stop pretending y'all not doing it. You know it ain't normal for people to have people talk for they this. And a woman stalking you since you filled out a SSA. That's not the answer. That's it, there it is.
Whatever the state of the law and technology at the time of the guidelines were first adopted. Neither the use of the computer nor the number of images are especially aggravating factors today. Now, I find that bizarre. And you say it in every case. You say the number of images, it's not an aggravating factor, it doesn't matter, and you won't apply the enhancement. Do you really believe that a predator that has hundreds or thousands of images of hundreds or thousands of children being sexually violated has not committed an offense that is more serious than someone that has a single picture of a single child? A single picture of a single child is horrifying. But hundreds of children that have been violated, do you really believe that is not a more serious offense?
Senator, I did not have any cases involving hundreds of thousands of pictures.
No, I said hundreds or thousands. You had cases involving hundreds, you had cases involving thousands. You're right, you didn't have hundreds of thousands.
And I also applied an enhancement, just not to the degree of the guidelines.
You're right.
So every time I watch these videos, it's like they are not
Yes,
the
so
same.
not zero, not
So
the
I don't know if I
suggestion.
should be
Are you
recording.
suggesting
That's
the
right.
number of images doesn't matter? Because you said in court over and over again that the number of images doesn't reflect that it's a more serious crime. Do you really believe that?
Senator, as I said to Senator Graham, the court is taking into account a number of circumstances. The commission has done a
I am not a
report
weak.
about the
No,
operation of the
that.
guidelines, which
Do
enhancements
you
actually
say
reflect
this?
different levels of culpability with
So
respect.
let me ask you this, Judge. You said the purpose of sentencing is to distinguish between crimes.
The
that
hell
are
you
not
mean
as
how?
serious
Well, we ain't crazy.
from-
Tell them.
from truly
Tell her.
serious crimes.
That's
Is
it.
that right?
No, Senator.
So what is the purpose of sentencing if it's not to distinguish from less serious crimes from truly egregious crimes?
It is to assign proportional punishment. It is to do justice in cases where you have defendants who are convicted of the same conduct, but have differing levels of culpability.
Well, I will point out
Sir.
that you have a
Well, she
pattern. It
know I
doesn't
ain't with
matter
her.
how egregious the case is.
That's it.
Senator Hawley talked about the Hawkins case where you had an 18-year-old with pictures of boys as young as 8 being sexually assaulted and raped, and you sentenced him to just 3 months in jail. And I will point out the Stewart case, the last one on this list, because we're running out of time. The Stewart case, you described that he had over 6,700 images and videos.
But like your ass up.
6,700.
That's
You have taken over a minute of my time, Mr. Chairman.
not doing
So-
anything. Yes, you were.
Keep that given
That's
extra time. You
it.
usually ask.
Do you think we
Okay.
done?
I-
That's
I
it.
know
There
you
it is.
want to
Then
interrupt,
if
and you
regret.
don't-
That's it. There it is.
I know
So
you like
fuck
to
you,
interrupt.
bitch.
I like to
If
be known to
that's
swear at
it.
questions at the time of my questioning, and I'm going to ask my questions, and you can, if you want to testify, you're welcome to.
Senator,
Judge,
you play with the
Why
same
you don't
rules.
like that? Because they are a couple
okay.
that is worth people
You said
growing,
that.
aspiring. If we crazy.
Although
That's
this is not
right there.
necessarily an atypical case, your child pornography possession crime was egregious in the court's view. Okay, so this is a bad one. If you're actually sentencing defendants, you said this was egregious. What did you sentence Stewart for? The guidelines said 97 to 121 months. Prosecutor said
Leave me
97
alone.
months.
Don't
You
touch
said
them like that.
egregious.
No, it's not
6,700
that.
images.
Yes, it is something like that. It's called
57
total. Yes, it ain't total.
You said
Why
that
would they
was
want your
over
opinion on that?
97 months. In the Stewart
know
case, do you want
he
to
is
address
a man.
that? Because you're claiming it's cherry picking. In fact,
Now,
you're
if he
not
made a
explaining
mistake,
any of these cases, but let's
y'all
take
are
this
the reason
Why
it gets
did you
to
sentence him
become
for
a problem.
You're
If we crazy,
having-
do you think we dumb?
You were the
She
one-
said
Mr.
it, y'all
Chairman, she may answer the
can take
question.
something
I've asked her
simple
why she
and
said
make it
Stewart
We're
huge.
going over the time, Senator, by 2 minutes.
Why
And
she
y'all
said-
do it
You've interrupted
all the
me for
time.
2 minutes,
If
Mr. Chairman.
we
Will you allow
correct,
me to answer the
Because
question?
then
Do
if
not
I
want the American
just
people to hear
open somebody
why,
else
with someone
letter.
she described as an egregious
And I know it got something to do with this thing on this damn screen. If we correct, now they ain't no it. They the ones who don't want to be like this. That's it.
To half of the amount
Please, Senator.
requested by the prosecutor.
Please, Senator.
But
Will you
one
allow
them
her to
well.
answer the
If
question, Chairman?
we correct,
Senator Coons.
Why are you not allowing her to
Take
answer
the
question?
job.
There's another senator here that did not allow her to answer the question.
try to
Not
sneak
asking
and
another
please
question, but allow her to answer the
themselves
question.
when you land with your man. If
Why
we
do you
correct,
want the American
do
people
you
to know
think the
that
hell away
that's
from me and Drake?
what
If
any of these
we insane and say, When
The
we
chairman
went
refused
that.
to allow a
I'm
witness
not
to
done.
answer a question.
Just that there it is.
In fact, his last
Then
reply,
it's finished, man.
At some
Look
point,
at
you
this.
follow the rules.
Just
Okay,
that,
you
that's it. So glad.
You've
It's
been
fuck
interrupting.
you.
By the way,
She's a
Senator
true
Graham
story.
went
She
10
keep
minutes
putting
over.
placing
You've
Beyonce
given
on
a
her
big chunk
fucking
of
nose.
time.
If
You allow her to
her
answer the
lips.
question.
You've given her.
Why are you afraid of her? She's welcome to answer it right now. Will you let her?
Senator Coons.
Will you let? So no, you don't want her to answer
Well,
the
she-
question.
Senator Coons.
Bang! She ain't retarded. Get that shit off this one. I'm hearing that shit. Do I seem dumb? Very. Cause you the first one. You would be this new look ugly spin running right here. If we crack. Tell you, I'm not done. Say saying this. Then that say saying this.
People who introduced you to the committee, that was very.
I am not all up in people's face. If
person.
we crazy. Oh, I know. Look at your bald head ass, cause I now got longer braids. If we crack, just say shit.
Senator, I am,
Now this is all Beyonce knows does. Now you make $300,000. It ain't that expensive. If we crack, don't talk to her like that. The hell they gonna say? Shit. You gonna walk up in that motherfucker, definitely gonna be in a damn interview. If we crack, goddamn it, I'm doing my job. If we ain't saying that, don't talk to her like that. Hell yeah, ain't no wrong with encouraging another motherfucking woman. If we crack, just say shit. That's what them celebrities don't want your ass doing.
But as you know, there's no religious test.
Being smart and attractive. If we crack, do you just say shit? Goddamn ugly ass, retarded ass things. If I'm not done, this is there it is. Once we went crack, just say shit.
In the role of a judge.
I couldn't agree with you more, and I believe you can. So, on a scale of 1 to 10,
I could tell with Kiki
how
Palmer.
faithful would you say?
Now,
you
if she
are
always been beautiful,
in terms of
why it
faithful?
take so damn long for her to show it? If we crack, just saying this,
Or do you,
then,
do you attend church
well,
regularly?
just like Remy Ma. If we crack, don't say shit, she telling the truth. Do you? I'm not done. I think we've been hearing this. I'm back at it. Do you think we done? If you said a photo of Beyonce and Rihanna, I mean, Beyonce with Remy Ma, majority will be attracted to the look and appearance of Remy. If we crack, just hearing this, I think we've been hearing this. Why you would remove group members if I'm back at it. Do you just say this? It ain't sex, it's called marketing. If we done, just say shit, that's your goddamn defense. Nothing else should be coming from my mouth.
I would if I were you.
Cause you ain't do nothing
I
wrong.
got offensive when they said about Judge Barrett. The reason I ask these questions is I
But
believe
to act like
that
one
your faith is
perspective
inside you, and I have zero
is the
doubt
perspective
that
of
you
all
can
is
adjudicate people's cases fairly with their names.
dumb. Yes, it ain't dumb.
I have
You
no
ran
doubt.
crack. You let somebody else set standards.
The only reason I
And
mention
you
this,
just
Judge,
follow.
You're reluctant. to
You
talk
don't never
about
set your
something
own.
because
If we crack,
imagine what would
just
happen
say
if
it.
on late night television called you an effing nut, speaking in
That is
tongues.
not what. Yes, they do. Only
The Catholic
Hispanic women can be all goddamn motherfucking shades and hair colors and all kinds of shit. They can be tattooed and stud looking at. If we crack, just say it.
And I just hope going in the future that we all can accept that, and that Judge Barrett, I thought, was treated very
Right out the gate, the first thing is you got short ass hair. If we crack, dark ass skin. If we crack, just say it. Some people hearing this. When we went crack, just say shit.
How do you know her?
Like we gotta wait for a name Naomi Campbell to be uplifted. If we crack, short bald hair, goddammit. If we return, just say it.
A judge on
Dark as hell and short
circuit court.
short hair. If we crack, says it now. That is beautiful. When we went crack, fuck you.
Are they the same?
Just sit there and this shit.
They are-
That's like goddammit.
I know of her, yes.
Al Pacino. Oh fuck you. Robert De Niro get with a black woman and she's short hair and goddammit very beautiful. If but she ain't considered beautiful walking around her whole damn community. She just another short haired fucking black woman. If We crazy.
raised
Do
without
you?
having
We ain't done.
grow.
Sit down there. Let's be fair in this.
Adversity.
Do you do say shit?
Single working mother. That's pretty impressive.
Now they got all this technology. You
Yes,
can take
sir.
photos and put filters on your ass and take a photo.
She's got a
If
great family.
God damn it, they get mad at me looking at women
Family.
doing their hair, and I say, God damn it, she look like she could be a model. If be crazy. I'm about to saying, if just say this, what the hell's wrong with saying that? God damn it, that's how the fuck it work. If we slow, says this, well, we ain't insane. But no, we don't uplift
Do you
each
know
other.
that Joe Biden actively
That bald head bitch.
Dennis Rogers Brown?
Putting that weave in her hair.
I
If
did not know.
we crack, what the hell the fuck is wrong with her? Your wife got weave in her hair. If we return, just say shit.
For the Supreme Court, I can assure you that would be a very, very, very difficult fight. And she
So
probably
women
wouldn't
used
feel
to be
about
like
it.
shit. Your mama wear weave. If we crack, then that's what she telling truth.
Now that you know that, how do you feel about it?
Senator, I can't speak to something that I just learned 2 seconds ago in your
Okay, fair enough.
conversation with me.
Fair enough. You're in the Black Law School Society.
Who the hell
right?
you think you is?
The Black Law Students
Just somebody who would
Okay, Black Law Student Association.
Yes.
You're a member at Harvard.
look at those as
And sometimes
interest for certain type
the
of
Mr. Jeffries
industries.
thing.
That's
you
that.
remember that whole dust up? You got
Only in preparation for this, and I think I was in college at the time. It was my senior year of college.
okay, so you weren't actually in the
What they
group
do?
when he was invited to speak.
Well, maybe Photoshop
I
you
don't
to
know
look
which
larger.
group,
If
invited
crazy.
him to speak.
Black person,
A black
we
student at
crazy.
Harvard
Say
in the
Yeah,
Harvard
sure.
Undergraduate
If-
Black Students Association.
Yeah,
and
they-
the Harvard
they, I think they're hearing this.
Black
Right.
Do you
Association.
say
You remember
thanks,
going
Shirley?
to a speech given by Mr. Jeffries.
Oh,
I think
sorry.
he's uncle of King Jeffries.
I did not go to a speech
Okay.
given by Mr. Jeffries.
Are you now familiar with the press reports about what Mr. Jeffries' views are?
Just in preparation for this.
Okay, and do you associate yourself with those views?
I do not, Senator.
As a matter of fact, he's been called by many as very anti-Semitic. He called you skunk who stink up the place. You don't agree with that, do you?
I do not, Senator.
And it would be wrong for me or anybody else to hold this statement against you because he spoke at some group you're a member of, right?
Senator, I don't have. Yes, it,
It would be, yeah, that's right. That's
Hey,
the
you
right
think
answer.
you is?
I thought that was the right answer with Judge Alito. When they made a big deal about some group he was
So
in
shut up. Oh, shit.
that had views that.
Who the hell you think you is?
And tried to call him basically a racist. And found out that Senator Kennedy, God rest his soul, beat the crap out of the guy.
Just
being
that.
part of some
Leave
suffrage
my butt alone. If
That was
We cra-
actually
to be honest,
all the out-
I'm bad at it.
And,
Just
women
here,
tried to
we
stop
not
us
going
from
crazy.
all
Get
this
choked up. This
is
ain't
there should
working
be a chance
with nobody
to
talking
come
from my
out of this
lips
committee in
to
America.
yell back
There
at
are two
themselves.
standards going on.
So whatever you had planned with Ketanji and Ketanji and the U.S. Supreme and goddamn Camilla time, if we crazy, do you think I'm dumb? Just sit there and lay it on me. If we went crazy, and it's done, not done. Sit there and listen. Did I go to jail? Sit there, no. If I'm crazy, you get choked up. What the fuck you about to tell? Cause your name ain't Marquita Shante, PhD. Did I say it was? Is you why the hell fuck you asking if you going to jail? If I went there, thanks to you ride with the frown. If rest on. Now stop doing this, Clarence. Stop. If regret, sir, thank shit. Motherfuckers. If regret, sir, thank shit.
This is over.
Shit, no, we went crack. Get off my lips with this damn witchcraft. If to the who the hell you think that's actually Tracy tell the truth? That's why he keep talking on this. When I went crazy. Where if I say so it's Albert Boomerang. Boomerang. Yes, it is not. That's it.
Senator,
Boomerang.
yes.
Yes,
I
it is.
Because public service is very important to me. It is an important family.
Do
value.
you think we dumb?
Something that
We been crazy. I'm not retarded.
And do you think?
I'm not retarded. If we crazy, do you think I'm dumb? I don't know who this is.
Or constitutional
For
boundaries.
all I know, it's goddamn confused. If we crazy, do you think I'm not retarded? That's a second thing.
Anybody that came in the door, whether I liked them or not, I did my best. Is that what you did?
That's it. I see why. Take all your ass out of it. If we dumb, we apprehension. Say shit. Ever circumcised guys, all of their ass.
No problem with me.
They get into some ultimatums or ultra orders if we crash. Say shit.
I talk about hip hop. The American people deserve
No.
a system that can keep
That's
terrorists
a
out.
we ain't crazy.
They deserve a
Say,
system
say,
that understands the
Dude,
difference.
she knows they are messing with me.
You consider 9/11, you said, a terrible tragedy.
So she put the U.S.
You
Supreme
considered an
Court
act of war.
in this fucking position. If
I would too.
I'm done, I said, listen to comparison. I'm about to play one of my earlier recordings. If we done, just say shit. Where it was just celebs and then became a celebrity turned U.S. Supreme Judge. If I'm done, say, get your retarded ass off of this.
What's the recidivism
To the
rate?
point where Brett Kavanaugh is in
Senator, I'm not.
the internet, on the internet, on the internet, on the internet, on the internet, that internet, internet. Yes, he's not saying that they don't want to be filmed in television. Hey, fuck you. What? Just say this. I should not have to defend him. Where is these police officers? If we if we crazy, that's sharing it. If we crazy, that's sharing it.
Was named the interim defense minister of Afghanistan.
If we
I don't know
crazy,
exactly
that's
what his
it.
job is today, but
Do you think we don't? That's sharing. These black women.
of the 5 men we released from Ghetto as part of prisoner swap to Sergeant Bergdale, here's where they're at. Mohammed Fazal was appointed.
Do
acting
you
minister
think
of
we
defense.
don't? Oh, this was the night.
Moore was appointed acting minister of borders and tribal
And they don't
affairs.
even carry that hair. No more.
Ezekiel was appointed as acting intelligence director.
If we crazy, it's not.
Kerrigan, acting
Did I ask you that?
information and culture
I used to
defense.
get this one all the
Overall,
time,
was
and
appointed as the new
that
governor
was
of the
very,
Southeastern province
very
of Poland.
nice quality. Yes,
These were
yes.
5
That's it.
people that we had in
Then
our
they start
control.
getting
They're
dear.
now
Yes,
thinking
they
the
did not.
Taliban run the country.
Say,
Would
then
you say that our
if
system
I
in
people
terms of
hearing this,
releasing
when
people
we wearing
needs to
crazy,
be
sharing this. Almost like they are trying to
Senator, what I
remove them.
say is that that's not a job for the courts in this way. That
Do you think we done? Where the fuck she get that nice wig? I don't know. Wearing shit like
obviously,
that. If
Senator, any
we crazy, that
repeated
shit hurt it.
behavior or repeated acts of war.
Fuck you. Buy them wig.
has to be
If we crazy,
Yes,
then ask me. That's that shit.
I mean, it's time
Ask up for this. No.
When 31% of people going back to fight to kill Americans and now running the Taliban
I
government.
did have another one that was
Only still
cute.
Um, So the AMF, the authorization for military force is still in effect. Congress has authorized the use of force against people in this way.
But do you personally believe that Al Qaeda, ISIS type groups are still at war with us?
I think, yes. I mean, I think
So we're still in a state of war with certain elements of
Where's this at media?
history.
When we blame crazy. Say,
I believe that.
say it.
Yes.
If
Now,
we crazy, say shit.
what's the process to determine the one's an enemy combatant under our law?
Well, I believe that the executive branch makes an assessment of whether or not someone is taking up arms against the United States States, somewhere in the world related to all of this.
Okay, so it's an executive branch function to determine whether or not this person qualifies.
What do you know?
to be
That she ain't really feeling nothing and she asking how. If I'm done. It's here it is. Then I went crazy. Why do I have to feel something if you are supposed to be putting that on Ketanji? If we crazy, do you or Beyonce? Because that's her motherfucking alter ego. If do I see you didn't have no problem putting that shit on Kanye West? If
Okay.
do you think I'm not telling the bitch is a goddamn terrorist and she commits treason? If
And under our
how
law,
the hell you going? Because goddamn it ain't rock science. If dude, I'm retarded. Ain't nobody on this planet gonna tell me shit. I know damn well her ass standing up there with Camilla Harris was her intention.
I believe that's.
And then you ain't trying to punish her. You trying to make it seem like it's good to keep doing the shit. So she ain't learned shit. If I'm done, she said that then I'm better. Why was she born to play but didn't leave? If dude, well, I went crazy. Was that to say get the Americans? If well, I'm not done. She said that because we don't fucking follow her. If we crazy, then dude, I'm not dancing. Well, I went crazy. You know that way shit. You can talk to her ass. If we crazy,
Yes.
she said that now it's a week.
Talking, my clients, the Cato
Yeah,
Institute.
damn it ain't rock science. If we crazy, just they said it. Oh, why did I get egg rolls? I had spring rolls. If we crazy, just they said it. Take your ass back to school. If it is a, it is you. I'm just they said it.
That's the kind of issue.
She is not funny and she ain't that cute. If I'm not done, I said it. Hell no, I ain't done. That's why you saying that. If I'm retired, I should put my hair in this. I'm back at anything. If it is me. It is you. Yes, it's not her. It is they motherfucker. If we crazy. They said it. Then no. If you were saying it on her lips, you are the one. Yes, she's not done. It ain't right. That's what's wrong with that. With you motherfuckers, y'all. If we crazy. Not that saying it. Where is it we went every time your little slow ass keep talking off my lips just to have me feel what the fuck got your ass being questioned about treason? If where I'm not done. Then, bitch, I don't know you. So you plan on attacking people because they don't fucking know your slow dumb ass Beyonce knows? If dude, where I know that I am only the first one, you ain't fucking met me. Every single one of they motherfucking asses is supposed to be. If Remy Ma, Tommy Davidson, if I said I'm not done. Then I stepped up in earnest. Tommy Davidson must have had that come off her sister's lips. Here she says the shit off Cortina's lips. I don't like Wayne brother film him. If we crazy. Did I do that? I said don't say shit in my lips, goddamn. Now you get your ass back on my lips after you found out it was true. If you did I do that? Then you debate on my lips like I want to fucking be involved with it. If fuck you. So what happened? They do this shit every day. Like come back to me after she's been caught. Like that damn extreme witchcraft. If we crazy. She said, about a mention. So then I started watching this boring shit. And this is why she involved Ketanji Jackson. If when you I'm back a menacing. Then do you get your slow dumb ass off my lips? Let's keep drinking that water. If fuck you. Oh, damn well your slow ass no. Damn well ain't nobody afraid no fucking goddamn Mexicans in Indiana. If shit, you be worried about the white people with your dumb ass. If we slow, they sit in it.
That's the way the system works. Are you okay with that?
Why is that? She stuck at Kanye West in that restaurant. If we crack. Dude, I'm not done. I'm about to mention. I heard that word true. Better get back on her list. Bitch, I'm not done. Just saying.
Is an executive branch
That's
determination.
it. Does it all the time. Her and Beyonce. If It is that. I'm back Anderson. Just say it. Hell yes, it's a mental breakdown. If we crack, just say sit on the list. We just picked some random woman who got audio and recording that knows it is us. Even if she stopped the shit today, we still know others are fucking listening to her walking the planet. If do you think because I can end this recording like I know damn well I done stated. Ain't nobody in the motherfucking little people symbol. If we crazy. That shit, but y'all can prosecute. We went insane. I said it. Then, don't say nothing on this. He said it on this. Just say shit. $300,000. If we crazy. You dare say shit. No, I could be living pretty good if I were bringing in that sort of income. If we crazy. That amount of income. Fuck you. Not no sort of. If do you think I'm dumb? I think he make enough money and he steals also. He don't need shit that is pretending to move out. If I'm dumb, then he ain't even in his body to fucking do shit with the money any damn way. If we acquiescent. We went crazy. We acquiescent.
Which is that lawyers represent clients.
I get that. I'm not holding the client's views against you. The people you're representing, they deserve representation. But this is a amicus brief.
I will beat your ass. Don't touch her like that. Don't be crazy. Say journalist. Don't say journalist.
The policy I described is a periodic review. If the court had taken the position argued in the brief that you signed upon,
Hell no
would
people
have
get
to release
excited.
these people
About
or
your
try to
money
do some
when
of
you
them
buying
without
food
the
stamps.
stand
If
alone because it's
unless they think they
classified,
eating like
putting
you are.
America in an
And
unfair This is not the way you try to work. If you tried to do this in World War II, they run you out of
don't
town.
do that.
We hold enemy combatants as long
You
as
know
they're
what
a
the fuck
threat.
you doing. If
There's no magic
we
passage of time.
that's it, don't say journalist.
So my question is very simple. Do you support the idea? Did you support then the
About like
idea
your ass up.
that indefinite detention of an enemy combatant is unlawful?
Respectfully,
It
Senator,
wasn't me.
when you are
That's it.
an attorney and you have clients who come to you, whether they
If
pay,
sit
Or
there,
not.
no.
you represent their positions before the
I'm
court.
done.
I'm sure
You done. If
everybody
we
gets
say,
what wants
say,
to happen.
say.
I got
That
that.
wasn't me. Yes, it was you.
This is an amicus brief, and I
Yes.
just don't understand what you're saying, quite frankly. I'm not holding
It
it
wasn't
against
me.
you because you represented a legal position
It
I
wasn't
disagree
me.
with. I mean,
It
that
wasn't
happens
me.
all
Yes,
the
it
time.
is
I'm just
you.
trying to
Now
understand
say journalist.
what made you
It wasn't
join
me.
this cause. And you say somebody
It
hired
wasn't
you,
me.
but did you
It
feel
wasn't
okay in
me.
adopting that cause? I mean,
Said it
when you
wasn't
signed
me.
on to the brief, were you not advocating that
It
position
ain't
to the
me.
court?
That's that shit.
Senator, as a judge,
That's
now,
that. It
in
wasn't me.
order to
Yes, it is you.
determine
It
the lawfulness or
wasn't me.
unlawfulness of
Yes, it
any
is you.
particular issue,
That's it.
I need to
It wasn't
receive
me. Yes, it is you.
briefs and
Stop saying that shit.
information, making positions
wasn't
on
me.
all sides.
No,
And
I
it is-
got
It
what
wasn't
the
me.
judge is all about.
Yes, it
I'm
is,
not
yeah.
asking you to decide the
Thanks,
case in
yeah.
front of me right here. I'm asking me to explain the position you took as a lawyer
Two figures or something.
regarding the law.
It
of
wasn't
war.
me.
And I am beyond
Sit
confused.
If we
I
crazy,
know what
I'm
you
about
said in your
to lock your ass up.
Well,
That's
I
that
agree with
shit
that.
out of
That's not the point. I
It
just
wasn't
want you
me.
to understand that it's important for all of us to know
it.
where we're
Wasn't
coming
me.
from.
That's that
If
shit.
that brief had been accepted by the court,
It's
it would be
another
impossible
thing.
for us
Brains
to
is
fight
crazy.
this war.
Yes, they ain't
because
crazy.
there's some people
But
that
we
die
ain't
here
crazy.
and get most
That's
people to trial
that
for a lot of good reasons.
It wasn't
The
me.
evidence against them is so sensitive we can't disclose
It
it to the
wasn't
public.
me. Yes, it
That we're not
is you.
charging them with a crime. What we're doing is saying that you engaged in
It
hostile
wasn't me.
activities
No,
against the
that's
United
not
States, that you are an enemy
Yes, yes,
combatant
yes.
under our law, and you will never be released as long as you're in danger until the war is over or you're no longer in danger. That's the difference between fighting a crime and a war. Did you ever accuse in one of your
Who does that
habeas
shit to?
petitions the government of acting as war criminals for holding detainees?
Yes, it is Americans. You goddamn lie. If we crazy.
That we're holding
Do you
detainees
think you
by our
dumb? No,
government,
that's it.
that we were
Man,
acting
this
as war
shit.
criminals?
Where do you get us saying this?
Senator, I
I
don't
know who it is
remember
now. I
that
said there and
accusation, but I will say that.
finally.
I
Yes, it
believe
ain't finally.
That America
Because
was
it wasn't
acting
me.
as war criminals
Yes, it is.
holding
Who's that
detainees.
like that?
Senator, the Supreme Court held that
It wasn't
the
me.
executive
Yes, it
branch
is.
has
Who's
the
that
authority
saying
to
this?
detain people who are designated as enemy combatants for the duration of the hostilities. And what I was doing in the context of the habeas petitions at this very early stage in the process was making allegations
I
to
checked.
preserve
If we
issues on
correct.
behalf of my clients.
That's it. There it
A
is.
habeas petition
It
is like
is
a
really
complaint. that lawyers make allegations.
You know, I've been a
Yes,
lawyer
yes,
too, but I
yes,
don't think it's
yes,
necessary
yes.
to call the government a war criminal.
But it
for
wasn't
some
me.
purpose.
Yes, it is. Yeah. No, just
I just think
saying.
that's too far. I don't know why you chose those words. That's just too far. But we are where we are. So let's talk about the nomination process. Have you ever had any interaction
I'm
with a
making
group
this up.
called
Where the
the
hell she at? If we quit.
No.
I'm just
Directly.
sharing this.
No,
Have you ever had interaction with a group called American Prospect?
no,
Do you know anything about
Look up her bio.
Arbella? Is that the right
Yes,
term? Have you ever heard of a group called Arbella?
I've heard of a group that I think is Arabella or something
Yeah,
like
I
that.
think you're right. Not
Yes.
the, Arabella, yeah. Do you know anything about them? Have you had any contact with them?
No,
Okay.
Nanny Mouse,
in
Nanny House,
your
Nanny
nomination,
Out
did you
Last.
notice that people from
John
the left
Doc
were pretty much
fucked it
cheering
up, so
you on?
Mickey kicked that ass.
a lot of
Then Nanny
people were
came
sharing
along, she
thoughts.
said, I'm picking up your bones.
Did you
So
know that a
fuck
lot
you.
of people from the left were
Yes, yes, there it is.
Charles? Did you notice that?
Then if we quit.
Senator, a
Just
lot of people
sit
were supporting
there.
various people for this
What
nomination.
is going on? Leave me alone. If
So you're
We
saying
quit.
that there
Let's
was
just
a
say
concerted
sharing it.
effort to disqualify Judge
Mickey
Charles
Mouse.
from South Carolina because she
Nanny
was
Mouse,
a union busting,
they made a house. And that is
unreliable Republican
fire
in
was-
disguise.
the starting point. That's
Senator,
it.
I'm a
Yes,
city
yes,
judge,
yes.
I was focusing on my cases,
Dan, no, I didn't know.
Just
that.
sit there and it.
Would it bother you if, sir, if that happened?
Yes, it ain't Kim Kardashian. Yes, he was using spiritual.
Senator,
Right.
it
Yes, he's
is
not. What
troublesome
is that?
people
Yes, it is not.
are related to,
I think that's the
Nomination.
best way to say it. They have a right to speak out and pick the person of their choice. But all I can say is if you missed the fact that there was an organized
I'm not
effort.
here. Yes, you
Well,
is.
here's President Biden has only a certain amount of political capital for keeping his party united. If he needlessly angers progressives on this SCOTUS pick, that could create all sorts of problems for him down the line. Jeff Hauser, revolving door projects. Let's see.
Oh, shit. Keeps looking on the internet. Yes, yes,
I
there
just
it is.
got so many
It's
quotes.
Kanye West. That's
It's
right.
difficult to
There it
imagine
is.
someone with a record
The
like
fuck
Judge
is going on
Charles
with y'all?
getting votes from criminal justice advocates
All I know
like
is
Senator
that they
Cory
keep talking
Booker,
from my
even
lips, and I
Dick
feel
Durbin.
like I'm always being stopped. Always
Child's
since I
experience
left
is
these
nothing
guys.
like
If
the diversity
we
experience
quit,
of
I'm
Biden
just like
and
sharing it.
Uh,
I even had security meet me at
let's
the
just, let's see.
building.
Picking
That's it.
her, Charles, would demoralize the base,
Because
side
I
with
had to
corporate
get
America.
home security.
The fact that
And
Lindsey Graham was vouching for her should give the White House
I
pause.
didn't immediately. If we
Our
quit,
revolution.
just like that.
Joseph
Something did not
whatever his
seem.
name is, I'm sorry
No.
about that, Joseph.
Just that.
Sanders, PAC director. You didn't know that all these people were declaring war on Judge Charles?
And then I just went into
Senator, I did
possible
not.
ban. Maybe
Well,
I'm having like a
no,
nervous.
I'm saying you did.
anxiety, some
You
sort
said you
of
didn't know. I'll
PTSD.
take it your
I bet
word.
you did.
But I am saying that what is your judicial philosophy?
so I have a methodology that I use in my cases in order to ensure that I am ruling impartially and
So
that,
your judicial philosophy is
Yeah,
to
I
rule
read about it.
no, my judicial philosophy is to rule impartially and to rule consistent with
Regret. What
limitations
that's like
on my
that?
authority as a judge. And so my methodology
It was it. Yes,
actually
it was.
helps me to do that in every case.
So you wouldn't say that you're an activist judge.
I would not say that.
So we'll have a 20 minutes more later on, but here's what I would say. That every group that wants to pack the court, that believes this court is a bunch of right-wing nuts that are going to destroy America, that consider the Constitution trash, all wanted you picked. And this is all I can say, is the fact that so many of these left-wing radical groups that would destroy the law as we know it, declared war on Michelle Childs and supported you, is problematic for me.
If regret.
Thank you, Senator.
How
Graham.
did not want to sleep with them? How the
Few
hell
points
you were
here.
like that?
Congressman
Because they
Biden
are
is
phony.
strong
If
supporter.
we asked that,
And now I believe
that
the
Janet,
Republicans supporting your
then she can
nomination.
read that whole story. Y'all know damn well what the hell she
Biden,
classified. If
uh,
fuck you.
Judge, and should be considered by this committee as quickly as possible. On the issue
it was
of
written as a
Guantanamo,
story. Yes, it
currently
is like a story.
39 Guantanamo detainees
I
remain.
don't know. That's
The annual
the
budget for Guantanamo is
First up there,
$540
female
million.
body from if we crack. Time.
Which
Thank
means
you.
each of these detainees is being held at the expense of $12 or $13 million per year. If they would be incarcerated in
smart,
Florence,
so
Colorado, the
That's
Supermax
their
prison,
business.
federal prison,
myself.
the amount would be dramatically less. Since 9/11, nearly 1,000 convicted in the
Oh,
United
yeah,
States
yeah,
on
you already
terrorism
playing some
charges.
shit. If
Since
we crack.
2009,
Thank
since the
you.
beginning of the Obama administration, the recidivism rate of the Guantanamo detainees released is 5%.
Mr. Chairman, according to the Department of Director of National Intelligence.
If we crack.
Somebody.
Thank
You're
you.
gonna talk about what I said. I'm
Where
gonna
do you
respond to what you
think
said.
we done?
If we
Like
close
that,
Gitmo and
here
move
it
them
is.
to Colorado, do you support indefinite detention under the law of war for these detainees?
I would just say, I'm giving the facts.
The answer is no.
I want to make sure that it's clear that 31% of the
If
detention goes back.
we crack, fuck you. Check
What
that
does it matter
I
when
ain't
it goes
sleeping
back to
nowhere in this
reality?
motherfucker. If we fuck you, son,
Well, I
like
could just
shit.
say that,
If you're one of the people killed in 2005, does it matter to you when we release them?
suggest that the president of your own party released it.
I'm suggesting
Well,
that
I
this
understand
bitch
you like
failed
that.
miserably and
Yeah,
advocates
well, yeah,
to
you
change
can see
this
my
system
room.
like she was
We crack.
was
Do
advocating
you
with
think
strong
we're
ability to
done?
protect this country. We're at war. We're not fighting a crime. This is not some passage of time event. As long as they're dangerous, I hope they all die in jail if they're going to go back and kill Americans. It won't bother me one bit if 39 of them die in prison. That's better
That's
outcome.
about
than
me, I'm bouncing up.
If they lost 500
I'm
million
done.
in jail,
At the
keep them in
end.
jail 'cause they're gonna
And
go
then
back.
who won? Here it is.
Look at the
If
friggin' Afghan
we
government
crack.
just made
That's
up
that they sharing it.
this
Talking to
They
them
left about this
all
war.
daily, but about me all day. It's fuck
We
you.
also note that Larry
Yes,
Thompson,
yes, yes.
who served as Deputy
Yeah.
Attorney General under President
We
George
wouldn't
W.
crack.
Bush,
You would
awarded
not.
third special
I'm
commission.
not done. I'm not glad.
Served as
Do
Assistant
just
Attorney
that
General
shit. Y'all
George
can
W.
hear
Bush
your
administration.
fandom. They don't
Jerry
think you
Bellinger,
sound dumb.
former
If
DC Circuit Judge,
we
Solicitor
crack, and
General,
you go ask them
Ken Starr,
what's in me.
were
If
also prominent
we
conservative
crack, crack.
lawyers
That's
and
that
defense
shit.
attorneys who represented
I'm
the
just
defendants.
the modest. I'm just the innocent.
We should associate
Do you know this shit?
that activity as being inconsistent.
My
with
answer.
constitutional values.
Answer me. And they gonna answer like they was supposed. Fuck you. Just like shit.
Without objection.
That's all that fuck she talk about on my list. If somebody ask it, do just that shit. We be playing crazy. Let that say Shirley.
Was
I
the
don't know
spring
her.
of
If somebody ask it. She
2019
said Shirley. Did no. Just
public
say Shirley.
and
You
media
are not
interest
supposed to
in
drop it. If
Special
Do I
Counsel
see
Robert
that?
Mueller's
we
report
know it's crazy. Just
into
that shit.
Russia's election interference operation
That shit lasted about
reached a
second.
fever
If
pitch.
do
There has been a steady drip
use their list. If regret.
of reporting on the Trump team's cozy
Then
and
yes,
peculiar
Shirley. If
relationship with Russia.
Just say Shirley.
Since his surprise
Then they
election
answer back.
victory
If
in
Request.
2016. Ahead of the Mueller report's release, Trump's Attorney General, Bill Barr,
That's it.
issued a letter to
No,
Congress
it's a
purporting to
good.
summarize the report's findings.
Surely.
The letter declared that
Yeah,
Russia and the
yeah,
Trump
yeah,
campaign
but don't
did
say
not
no, no.
collude to
Yeah,
steal
yeah.
the election. The press,
That's it.
ravenous for any news of the long-anticipated
Just
Mueller report's conclusion, largely
Hey,
accepted
if
Attorney
request.
General Barr's narrow, carefully worded conclusion,
That's it.
and not yet having
That's
access
it.
to the
Not,
full
that's
report,
it.
blasted the Attorney General's summary out
We
of
are the
hand.
ones that call crazy.
Trump himself
Who is
declared, all caps,
Hold on, wait a
no
minute. Answer me.
collusion.
No, that's it.
He
Fuck
said
you.
he'd been clear
That's it.
of the Russia
We
hoax,
are concerned story.
a
If
term he
request.
reserves
That's
only to
it.
describe things that are true,
That's it.
like
We
climate
they
change.
crazy. You know that they all can just talk to each
Frustrated.
other. If
Mueller wrote
Request.
to Barr
do you
that the
turn
Attorney
that
General's
shit?
letter did not fully capture the context, nature, and substance
They don't know if
of
they
the investigation.
is it there?
But by the
We are
time the
clear.
dense, voluminous
We
Mueller
request.
report
Yeah,
was issued
yeah.
a month after Barr's letter,
Is somebody doing
This
something
message
about
has been
this, or y'all
obscured.
just playing with something to make
the Mueller
more
report
witchcraft
actually
problem?
concluded that the
Request.
Trump campaign
And
knew
expect
of
him
and
to fix
welcomed
it.
Russian interference and expected to benefit from it.
That boomer. That's it.
That conclusion was later echoed and
All
reinforced
right, boomer. That's
by
it.
an investigation
We'll be just
led by then Chairman Marco Rubio's Senate Intelligence Committee, a bipartisan report. But Barr's scheme had largely worked. Many in the media and in the Democratic Party seemed to internalize that the Russia speculation had perhaps gotten out of hand, and that perhaps we had been wrong to believe there was a troubling connection between Trump and Russia after all. But were we? Let's take a look at a sampling of what Trump has done for Russia just lately, and usually at the expense of American interests. There are many, but here's a top 10. 1. After Trump and Vice President Vance theatrically chastised the heroic Ukrainian President Zelensky in front of TV cameras in the Oval Office last year, Trump paused our weapons shipments to Ukraine. 2. In July, during the worst Russian bombing campaign of the war until that point, Trump paused an already funded weapons shipment for Ukraine, including the Patriot interceptors that protect civilians from Putin's savage attacks. 3. That same month, Trump's Treasury Department stopped imposing new sanctions and closing sanctions loopholes, effectively allowing dummy corporations to send funds, chips, and military equipment to Russia. Leaked phone calls show that White House envoy Steve Witkoff and Putin envoy Kirill Dmitriev have worked together closely behind the scenes on a peace deal favorable to Russia. 5. Last summer, Trump rolled out the presidential red carpet for the Russian dictator on American soil, with a summit in Alaska that yielded, unsurprisingly, no gains toward ending the war in Ukraine. 6. Trump's vice president traveled to the Munich Security Conference last year to parrot Russia's anti-Western talking points, pushed by right-wing groups that Putin has long funded and used to create political strife in Europe. 7. Trump installed Russia apologist Tulsi Gabbard as his director of national intelligence, much to the glee of Russian state media. 8. Upon the confirmation of Trump's Attorney General Pam Bondi, the Department of Justice shuttered its anti-kleptocracy work that had successfully targeted Putin's Russian oligarchs. 9. Late last year, Trump unveiled a new so-called national security strategy, which abandoned traditional alliances in Europe and favored a transactional foreign policy that the Kremlin praised as, quote, largely consistent with Moscow's vision and desires. And 10, the Trump administration is even paving the way for Russia's return to global sports competition, ending its isolation in those arenas in the wake of the hostile Ukraine invasion and state-backed systemic doping programs in Russia. That's a top 10, but the list goes on. If Trump were purposefully doing Russia's bidding, it is hard to see what he would be doing differently.
No,
The
they
United
are doing
States
something in Hollywood.
is the
It's
most powerful nation in the world.
Ain't nothing about that.
Regime.
Seek.
My old friend Senator John McCain used to say that Russia is a gas
Soon as
station
she had to talk about somebody
run
else,
by
it
gangsters
ain't
with an army. It doesn't make sense that the President of the United States, who insists on being dominant in essentially every relationship,
It's not her someone who
is so submissive to one person. And that one person is Russia's dictator, Vladimir Putin.
Regret. Do you ever fact check if
So
it
what
is
is
her
it
biological?
about
She
Trump
can talk from and through
and
her.
Russia?
If I'm crazy.
And could it have any connection
Or is it the real
with
girl?
Trump's close friendship
If do
with the
you think
deceased
they trying to say
pedophile
it's L
Jeffrey
if
Epstein?
Oh damn strange
About
if
Epstein remains
do you
unknown.
think that shit she's not L?
But the survivors who have come forward and the millions of emails released through the bipartisan Epstein Files Transparency Act have shed some light on the operation of the late financier's global pedophile ring. And over, it touches Russia. When recently asked by a reporter about the Epstein files, Trump said in part, "It's just a Russia hoax." Again, hoax, the word he uses for when something is true. But the most telling part is that Trump's mind, asked about Epstein, immediately went to Russia. Russia. I should start by pointing out that Epstein's ties to foreign intelligence may never be fully known. It's a murky world.
Oh, I looked it up.
He had links to officials in the United States, Russian and Israeli governments, and many others. But it's worth looking at those ties to Russia, a nation so hostile to the United States.
Jehovah is healed. Yes, it is. No.
Epstein's career began in the mid-1970s at the prestigious Dalton School in New York City, where despite dropping out of college, 21-year-old Jeffrey Epstein was given a position teaching high school mathematics to the children of some of New York's wealthiest families. Perhaps of note, the outgoing headmaster at the time
Yeah, nice.
of Epstein's hire
Yes, it
was
is.
Donald Barr, the father of future Attorney General
Now,
Bill
what did
Barr,
you hear? Yeah, you know,
And a
you
former-
hear them.
intelligence officer during World War II. The elder Barr was known for making unconventional hires.
It was
That's all.
Ketanji Brown Jackson. Ketanji
After a
Brown
couple of
Jackson.
years,
the old
Epstein
mother.
was able to
No,
leverage
that's it.
the elite connections he made at Dalton to a job at Wall
I'm not
Street
Ketanji
investment
Brown.
bank
I'm
Bear
not Ketanji
Stearns,
Brown Jackson. And
where
neither
he
is
rose
Josiah.
quickly through the
Yes,
company.
yes. That's it.
However,
Now, I don't know
after
what it
getting
is.
caught
That's
fabricating
not
his resume,
I just came up with
using the
various
company
names,
credit card
and
on
then I'm
expensive
looking
gifts
up
for
what
his
it means.
girlfriend,
It
and ultimately
request.
providing
And what is
privileged
the other
stock
name?
information to a girlfriend,
It has a Hebrew
among other unscrupulous behaviors.
or his
Epstein called it quits and started his own financial firm.
origin,
Those early scams were just
Yes, it's the
the
origin.
start.
And
Shortly thereafter,
It's a
Epstein
unisex
fell in
name.
with a
Yes,
wealthy
it's
man
not.
named Douglas Leese,
six, yeah,
a British defense
but
contractor
it's also in the
with
Bible.
connections in the arms
That's it.
industry and the British
One of the
government.
faithful Jews who put away
During
their
this
foreign
period,
wives.
Epstein would
It
tell people he was a
Regret.
bounty hunter
That's
who tracked
it.
down
Who
hidden
put
money.
away their foreign wives. Yes, yes.
According to Stephen
Yes, in the
Hoffenberg,
Bible.
a former
And then
business mentor of
Josiah
Epstein's,
also
who went to prison for a massive Ponzi scheme that he later said
is
Epstein had designed,
predominantly feminine
Leese
in Arabic.
introduced
Arab
Epstein
origins, derived
to
from
Robert
Jaza, meaning
Maxwell.
reward, recompense, or compensation.
Elaine Maxwell, who became
Yes, it
Epstein's girlfriend
It symbolizes
sex
the divine
trafficking
blessing
accomplice
or a rewarding
after
of
her
a person.
father's death,
Yes, it is. That's
was
it.
Robert Maxwell's favorite daughter.
It is associated with
And he
beauty,
involved her
grace,
deeply
and
in
Persian,
his
or as
work.
a creative variation.
An opportunist in pursuit of wealth,
And who do you think
the
you is?
Czechoslovak-born Robert Maxwell had complex, shifting ties to British, Soviet, and Israeli intelligence. Initially bankrolled by MI6, he accepted secret
So,
payments from the
my
KGB
name like this.
through his
It's
Soviet-friendly
That's
publishing company,
different.
and was
My
the
name
rare
is
individual who
feminine,
traversed
American
both sides
originated,
of the Iron Curtain.
warlike,
In
little
1992,
warrior, or
the
dedicated
British
to
newspaper,
Mars.
the Sunday Express,
Regret.
wrote that
Yeah, I'm
a
not
secret
dedicated to
document
no damn Martian. If
signed by the head of the
like
KGB months before Maxwell's death at sea
that,
showed that Maxwell was
it
a
is
political
also
and
derived
intelligence
or
asset
interpreted
for the Soviet Union.
diminutive of
The
Maria,
newspaper claimed
or derived from the
that the
French word
document indicated Soviet leadership
reflecting
had
things
instructed the
strength,
KGB
resilience, and noble, dignified,
to
assertive.
protect Maxwell's reputation
Regret.
and business
Sit there and
activity.
just like that.
Maxwell's
Like, yes, it is not.
UK Foreign Office file,
I've never
released more than a decade after his death, described him as, I'm quoting here, a thoroughly bad character and almost certainly financed by Russia.
Yes,
Journalist
it is
Vicky
origin.
Ward
Yes,
wrote
it
the
is.
following
That's
in Rolling Stone magazine in 2021.
That's it.
She said,
That's
Hoffenberg told me that Epstein had said he'd worked
Leave
on
me alone.
several projects
I
with
would have
Robert
known it. That's
Maxwell,
not
including
Some of it.
solving
This is
Maxwell's debt issues. The word debt is in quotes.
Then when we just
Maxwell died in
That's
1991 under very
well,
strange
who are they?
circumstances.
Because they need to be locked up because they did something. If
Lady
we
Ghislaine,
create something that on the surface is practically
and it was
impossible.
discovered
If
in the
and
aftermath,
when
he
you
stole
know that
hundreds of
now,
millions
the
of dollars
journalists,
from
but
the
they mess
pensions
with me with
of his
something
employees.
that is like witchcraft. If
The
witchcraft,
story continued.
just say
Epstein
it.
had also told Hoffenberg
Better you.
that via Maxwell and
That's how it
Leese,
happened to me. You know what I'm
he was
saying?
involved in something that
Just out of
Hoffenberg
nowhere. If
described
we
as
crack, do
national
you just
security
say
issues,
yes?
which he says involved blackmail, influence trading, trading information at a level that is very serious
So lucky.
and dangerous. The story concluded, 4 separate sources told me on the record that Epstein's dealings in the arms
Every
world
crack.
in the 1980s had led him to
And these the
work for
people
multiple
I've met
governments,
throughout my
including
lifetime
the
alone.
Israelis.
Every crack.
End quote.
Go
Epstein's strategies for making
back
money
to this being a celeb.
And
I ain't
working
never seen
intelligence
Beyonce in a
contact
video
seem
movie.
to have some
Every
similarities to Muhammad.
crack. Like how they are doing these people in these videos. Those people ain't saying.
Epstein,
I said
a
this.
profligate liar, once told Ward that he never met
Ain't nobody
Robert
more
Maxwell
necessity
Leaks.
than her to get a message about it.
At some point
Just
in
say
the
that.
1980s, Epstein struck up a friendship
They did
with a
it
fellow
to now.
brash New York
She
businessman
is wanting my
by
attention.
the name of
She
Donald
wants
Trump.
their attention.
Author Michael Wolff
And they want her to suffer. If we crack, fuck you.
They shared everything.
Now get your ass on
They
Instagram,
shared
start making them
their
videos
airplanes.
like he told you. If
They shared
we
women
crack,
between
stop
them.
that shit up. Come on,
They shared
son.
constantly business and financial
And stop messing with my period. If
end quote.
we crack,
There are many photos
that ain't man,
The two men
what do she
together.
need money for? If
on the New York
I'm about to ask,
and Palm
I'm
Beach
about
party
to
circuit
question her about it. If
throughout
we
the
crack
1990s.
in real true form,
Trump
not
now famously
What?
said
your body
in
needs. If
2002,
fuck you.
I've known Jeff for 15 years.
Goddamn shower.
Terrific
Fuck you.
guy.
Water and
He's a lot of fun
You
to
like
be
to
with.
dumb because you don't look
It is
like you
even
plan
said
on
that
living
he
like
likes
it.
beautiful
Be
women
crack. No, not that
as
shit.
much as I do
Now you built a going for
And
a
many of
bathtub
them
for his wife. If
are on the younger side. Alan Dershowitz has told the New York Times in 2019 that in those days, if you didn't know Trump and you didn't know Epstein, you were a no-man. Dershowitz is the well-known lawyer who served both on Epstein's defense team when he was charged with having sex with minors
No, I was bringing her
And
motherfucking paycheck. If we
and on
No, that's
Trump's
that shit.
impeachment defense team.
Now you heard him
In
bring some money to a
2020.
woman by the water. Yeah, like the
The
lady in
president
the
of
water, that
Trump's
night
Atlantic
Sherman House
City Trump
movies.
Plaza
If
Hotel in
we
the
crack.
1980s
Tell that shit on it.
that he saw Trump and Epstein
Nice
together so
Sherman House,
frequently
that's the
that he believed Epstein was Trump's
The
best
film
friend.
director's movie.
That same man described an incident where Trump
Don't mess with him. If
brought
we crack.
Epstein
Sure,
and a
thank you.
19-year-old girl to the casino gaming floor. Epstein once took a model to Trump Tower, where
BBS.
she says Trump groped her while laughing with Epstein. She remarked that it seemed like a twisted game between the two men. One survivor says Epstein summoned her to his offices late one night. Trump soon arrived.
That's it.
According to the New York Times, she recalled feeling scared as Mr. Trump stared at her bare legs. Then Mr. Epstein entered the room and she recalls him saying to Mr. Trump, "No, she's not here for you." After the men left the room, she said she overheard Trump commenting that he thought she was 16 years old. In 1992, Trump hosted a calendar girls competition at Mar-a-Lago for dozens of young women. The event organizer was appalled to learn that Trump and Epstein would be the only men present. A private showing. During Maxwell's trial, one of Epstein's victims said he took her to meet Trump at Mar-a-Lago when she was 14. Maxwell recruited 16-year-old Virginia Giuffre from the spa at Mar-a-Lago. Giuffre was abused by Epstein and trafficked to other men in Epstein's orbit. Trump said in 2025, "I think Giuffre worked at the spa. He stole her." He being Epstein. In 1997, the UK tabloid The Daily Mirror, formerly owned by Robert Maxwell, claimed that Trump was dating a 20-year-old British model and that he and Maxwell had introduced them at a party. The tabloid notes Trump met the model at a party in Manhattan. Several American billionaires already had their eyes on the model, But she was there.
Yeah, she tried to make that shit happen. Yeah. Why do you keep stopping it? They want it. That's what this is all about. Yes, it's not. We can do stuff to you, but how you gonna fight us back? That's it.
After the meeting, Trump flew Madam Maxwell.
So you sitting there and you feel it, and I'll be stopping you and listening and wanting to hear your feelings and how you cry, and if you cry, and you know it, you like that, if your body moves, it regret.
BBC News.
That's it, baby. Is she still standing up straight? That means we gotta make it worse. If
Trump.
regret.
And
That's
she introduced him
there.
to him with a clear message of my being with him in the same way that
Beat
she
your
had
ass.
trusted me
Fuck you.
and brought me.
You can say that shit from these lips, but I know damn well your little chicken shit ain't gonna say shit. Beyonce Fox standing in your fucking face. If
And this in
I'm
no,
crazy.
this is in no way to negate any
with
other
this
people.
goddamn mentality on my lips
President,
of
but
your
at no
ass.
time
Ho,
President
look, she
Trump
ain't got.
behaved with any
Fuck
impropriety
you.
with
Hell
me.
no, she ain't. Hell no, she wouldn't, because I'm gonna beat her ass.
Someone
If
accused Epstein of
regret.
sexually
Well,
abusing
if
her
I'm
when she was a teenager. In a 2019 interview
do
with
you
NBC,
think the hell? Yes, she is. Oh,
From
you
NBC.
motherfuckers said they'd beat her ass. If
I'm quoting,
regret. Fuck you.
abuse
That's
spanned
that
several
shit.
years and locales.
We
In
should
addition
be
to
talking
these
about
statements
each other in
by
past
Biden,
tense. If
She said Epstein
What we
preyed
would
on
do.
her at his home
so when we found out what we would do,
Paris.
they stopped it. But then they pushed that slow ass U.S. Supreme Court judge. If
And I'm quoting
we crazy. The truth is what the fuck is in the recording.
And
If
women who entered Trump's
we
court
agree,
sometimes end up being
we
associated
cannot
with
use
Trump
my lips.
and Epstein,
It ain't rock science.
spending
If
part of their time
we
living
crazy.
in a Trump California, and part in Florida at Mar-a-Lago, or one of Epstein's homes. Among them was a Russian model and beauty pageant contestant, whose journey from the
Yes,
world
yes,
of
look.
beauty pageants and modeling
So why Lomax is petty us Lomax has to do this shit?
and
that's
Epstein's
it.
island retreat
Nobody's in
is
here to
highly
be able
suggestive
to
in terms of how Epstein and his associates began
That's it.
manipulating young women.
So then you
The
thought he
story
was playing
continues. In the
witchcraft.
early
I
90s, before
thought
coming to the
he
United
might have
States,
something to do with why it is
women
electric
had
cat
placed
on
a
F.
number of beauty
Regret.
pageants coming in second
Just like the mascot of Indianapolis Faces. If
and winning
regret.
the
That's
1994
it.
Miss Baltic Sea title that year.
Where if regret, where they give each other
1985,
hints
she
with
left
what I
Moscow,
see on my roll
Spent 6 weeks learning
of
English
my social
St.
media
Petersburg.
platform.
at St.
And
Petersburg, Florida,
it's not that.
Russia,
The woman making a
and
horse.
was
If
profiled in the Tampa Tribune
regret.
as reigning Miss
Polacks and Cassius. If
And
that's
before
it.
long, she met Donald Trump.
I'm not making this up.
Quoting here,
I know I can hear them
notwithstanding the fact that she's still married to his
Regret.
second wife, Marla Maples,
Just
who
like
moved
that.
into a 30th floor condo in Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue. There, according to an item in the New York Post, her lavish accommodations were taken care of courtesy of an unidentified sugar daddy.
Now they got all these
She
previous
spent time with
dresses
both
of
Trump and Epstein.
Trump.
Flight logs
That's
released by a federal judge in New York in 2019 showed that in February 1999, the woman, then
All
27,
the way to
flew on
England,
board
Chillaxin
Epstein's
in Mar-a-Lago.
Gulfstream,
That's
the
it.
so-called Lolita Express, with Maxwell and Prince Andrew
You think you is?
from Epstein's Little St.
Yes,
James,
not-
aka Pedophile Island, back to Florida.
I was gonna get
And,
back to
quote,
me.
Trump has tried to
You
distance
just said,
himself
what
from
you
his
playing
former
around,
friend,
kicking their ass.
the
If
monstrous
regret.
who was
That's
believed to
like
have abused
that.
at least 1,000 women and girls. It's worth taking a look at how the friendship between Trump and Epstein allegedly soured. There are varying accounts as to whether Trump ever banned Epstein from Mar-a-Lago over his recruitment of spa workers from the resort. But we know the falling out was at least in part related to a bidding war between Trump and Epstein over a Palm Beach mansion in 2004. Trump won and purchased the property for $41.3 million. Just 4 years later, and after modest renovations, Trump sold the mansion to billionaire Russian oligarch Dmitry Rybolovlev for $95
Is that why they
million.
involved? Trace body fitness,
At the
God.
time, it was
That's that.
reported to be the most
That's
expensive
God. That's
residential property
That's it.
sale in United States history.
Yes,
stellar
What
investments
people are
for
crazy.
Mr. Trump.
That's serious.
The oligarch, for his part, after paying the $95 million, never even moved in. Which brings us back to Russia. Epstein claimed to have given at least some insight on Trump to the Russians. Epstein met on many occasions with Vitaly Churkin,
That's it.
Russia's representative to the United Nations from 2006 until Churkin's death in 2017. Epstein wrote in an email, "Churkin was great. He understood Trump after our conversations. It is not complex. He must be seen to get something. It's that simple." End quote. Epstein wrote in 2018 to Thorbjorn Jagland, a former prime minister of Norway, who was then head of the Council of Europe. I'm quoting here. "I think you might suggest to Putin that Lavrov can get insight on talking to me." That appears to be a reference to Sergei Lavrov, Russia's Minister of Foreign Affairs. The email was sent prior to the Helsinki summit between Trump and Putin. In another email to Jagland, Epstein wrote that he wanted to help Putin and Russia reinvent the financial system. A 2017 FBI report, based on a confidential human source, claims that Epstein was President Vladimir Putin's wealth manager. Epstein tried several times to meet with Putin, often via Jagland, although it is unclear if any such meeting took place. But Putin is named almost 1,000 times in the latest tranche of Epstein file documents. And there are almost 10,000 references in the documents to Moscow. Epstein wrote many Russian and East European girls and women into his trafficking operation. The New York Magazine profile of Epstein, published all the way back in 2002, reads, "Indeed, at a party at Maxwell's house, her friends say, one is just as apt to see Russian ladies of the night as one is to see Prince Andrew." End quote. In Ward's 2003 profile of Epstein, a guest described a, quote, "cocktail party thrown by Maxwell that Prince Andrew attended, which was filled," she says, "with young Russian models." In a 2010 email, Epstein suggested a young woman as a dinner companion to Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, the former prince, assuring him that she was, and I'm quoting here, "Russian, beautiful, and trustworthy." End quote. The Daily Beast recently reported on an alleged classified U.S. intelligence document claiming that, and I'm quoting here, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor was drawn to Moscow's orbit thanks to his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, which the Kremlin allegedly used as a route into the British establishment. In another 2010 email to a person whose name has been redacted, Epstein wrote, and I'm quoting here, "Tomorrow I'm organizing a dinner for some new Russian girls. See you at 10. He received an email from a redacted sender in 2012 that read, "I have 2 Russian girls for you to meet. One 21, another 24. A message left for Epstein by one of his employees in 2005 claims that French model scout Jean-Luc Brunel had found a, quote, teacher who could give Epstein, quote, free lessons. Quote, "He has a teacher for you to teach how to speak Russian. She is 2 times 8 years old, not blonde. End quote.
Dang, blind. I'm playing with spell words. Yes, they ain't. None of your spells will be working. And I've been flying. Yes, damn ain't it? Yes, Mississippi one that keeps showing up in the promises. That's right. I ain't been heard of trying to knock. I heard myself taking off of me. What's that? Clarence coming in for time to find out helping her. No, that's that. Jaguar right. We were crazy. They'll go knocking on somebody's door. It's just like that. It's just a shit. So they all think they like what? And they're not gonna count. So I'm like, walk them through them, bitch. If we crash, that. When we went and just shit. He like they hurt. If we crash, that's it. The fuck else the hell wrong with Rihanna? Just sit there. I'm gonna bummer. Yes, it is not. It ain't a question whether it was. And if you were trying to say it was not, you got it wrong, Katanji Jackson. And get your dumb ass away from my body. If I'm crazy, that's ain't shit. Never bring your ass to the United States. If we crazy, no more. If you know what I know, you will stop. He ain't my fucking fit.